The pace of the game, really a big contrast from the first half of the game to the second half of the game. What was your team trying to do on the defensive end to contain what seemed like a resurgence in UNH?
Well, I'll give all the credit to UNH. They started putting the pucks behind our D, and they started coming out hard, and our D's got tired, and we weren't able to necessarily contain them coming through the middle of the ice and pressuring us. I'll give them all the credit. They did a good job adjusting their forecheck, and we'll look at the videotape and adjust for tomorrow.
That second goal was a tough one to give up off Hukin's stick. Just talk about how the team bounced back from that.
Well, the too many men penalty was a little heartbreaker there. I think there was some confusion coming to the bench. This is a resilient group. I mean, we keep using that word over and over, but I think it's so applicable and it's so true to this group. It's a bunch that believes in each other. There's a lot of confidence in that locker room, and they're being thrown a lot, and they're responding every game. So my hat goes off to these kids, because even though we had our backs against the wall, Chris made some good saves to keep us in the game, and I'm proud of the effort.
Sebastian, is there any update on Hukin? It looked like with a right shoulder.
Not sure yet. We'll reevaluate him, but he's not going to play tomorrow. That much I know.
Coach, this is a team that's had a lot of success later in games. Northeastern has, and UNH has too. But we've used the term "weather the storm" a lot for the first periods lately. But this game, they really took it to UNH in the first period. Was that something you guys talked about during the week, or was that just kind of something that happened over the course of the game?
No, I think we've been emphasizing starting a little stronger, because we've had a problem starting in the first period. It seems like a lot of times we're waiting for the opponent to take it to us, and then once we figure out we're okay and we can play with them, then we start playing. Today was a little bit of a reverse situation in our case, which is unusual for this team, but I'm very proud of the first period, and obviously we weren't able to sustain it. Like I said, kudos to UNH for what they were able to do.
Obviously, it's it was a pretty good hockey game, and we battled back after going down 2-0. Wasn't looking good in the first period, but we came out in the second period, and I thought we battled and had some chances, and obviously Rawlings made some big saves. We got chances in the third and the overtime, so it's take that point, and now that the two out on the table tomorrow are huge.
Talk about the battle for first place in the standings. You guys have one win in your last 5 games now. Is it really that battle down to the stretch starting to grind on you?
Yeah, it's a battle. I mean, there's a lot of good teams in this league. Obviously, Northeastern is playing well. I know we got to get down to the building tomorrow and try to get that W. It'll be a big 2 points. But there's no doubt about it. It's a battle.
Coach, any update on Burke at all?
We're not sure yet, but it's a show, but it could be a dislocation. We're not sure. We'll find out Monday.
Same shoulder that he's had?
No, it's a different one. It's his other one.
What about the decision to move Hardowa up front? Do you have a lot of experience?
He did it last year, and I used him at center last year in the NCAA tournament. So I just put him at center.
They got the goal. They also generated some other chances.
They played well. I mean, I tell you what, that shift that they went out there, it was. I thought it helped us get going. To be quite honest with you, I think everybody followed suit after that.
It seems like your top line was held pretty quiet the first part of the game, and then started chipping away and getting more and more chances in the second half of the game. Can you speak to the effort or things that they changed to get more visible out there?
Well, they obviously, Phil had a couple of big time shots there in the slot, and Rollins made a couple of huge saves on it, so they made a couple of real nice plays. Like didn't get, couldn't put it in. The good thing on the other lines, like the Berezniak line's playing extremely well right now. I mean, that line is to the threat every time they're on the ice, so they're playing well.
Talk about that goal you had waved off. Any insight?
They're saying that when the net moves, if it's up, if it comes off pins, you can't score. The goal is disallowed, and that happened to us at BU, and that was what they told us. So, got the cameras, so they're in there for the getting it.
Steven Moses, he made a nice move on the defender. He got to the short side of the goalie, and I was just sitting right there, short side. I kept poking at it, and I thought it went in, but I guess I said it went under the net. I know I saw the far post come up a little bit, but I thought it had crossed the goal line first.
And then the one you scored?
Yeah, the one I scored was a power play. Mike Brizniak and Blake Kessel, they had a nice play. I dropped off to the side net, and just kind of threw it at the net, and I guess I hit one of their sticks, the goalie stick, and went in the net.
Were you looking for someone? You just tried to kind of get it on net?
Yeah, I saw Stevie back door. I was trying to get it to him or hit it off the goalie's far pad, and unfortunately I got lucky enough that their own player put it in the net.
Kevin, it's late in the second period. You had a great chance at the post where Rawlings slid across and made a toast.
Right.
Did you recall that one?
Yeah, no, we had a good shift. Me, Stevie, and Bo cycling the puck. I know I cycled it down to Stevie, and Stevie brought it up, made a pass in the high slot to Mike Brizniak, and I had beaten the defender to the net, and Mike made a nice spin around back pass for the back door, and unfortunately Rollins made a toe save that hit the post.
Is that the type of one you thought was going in kind of too?
Yeah, no, I thought it was going in, but he got over there quick enough to make the stop.
Yeah.
Kevin, each game it's getting more and more important for the other lines to show up. Is it pretty consistent and constant now that you guys feel like you need to step up every game and do what you've been doing the past couple?
I mean, it's important that, yeah, we're playing good, but obviously it's also important for the other lines to keep playing. First line's done most scoring all year, but it's nice to help contribute to the scoring for once. We just got to keep going. I think the best thing for us is we're moving our feet. We're spending more time in the offense zone rather than the defensive zone.
What about overall? I mean, to get a point after you're down 2-0, but it's a home game too, so I'm sure you wanted at least a point.
Yeah, no, a point was definitely great. It would have been nice to get 2 points. I think we came out a little slow in the first period, but then after the second and third, I think pretty much took over the whole game. I thought we outplayed them for most of the part of the game, but we just got to find the net a little more.
I was just told to say hi, so I just kind of found a quiet spot in the slot and got the puck in the corner. I kind of called for it, and he put it right in my tape, and I just turned around and fired it, and luckily it found the back of the net.
Becoming a true goal scorer? Is that a pure goal scorer?
I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. Kind of got lucky on that one, but I'll take it.
This is the first time you played up front this year? Coach said he played you there in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, last year I had a couple goes at it. It's the first time we were just sitting on the bench, and he told me I'm going center next shift, so just jumped out there and found a different spot on the ice for myself.
Have you played up front at other levels? Or
honestly, it's probably the first time I ever did it. This last year.
Really?
Yeah, I played maybe when I was about 6 years old. Played center, but other than that.
Is it a tough transition, or do you enjoy it? Or?
It's a lot like playing. Well, defensively, it's a lot like playing defense because you're always down low and stuff. But offensively, pretty much had the responsibility of the high guys, so it was pretty similar. But finding the puck in the slot is a little different opportunity for me, and I somehow took advantage of it.
You guys when you went to center, you guys had a couple of good shifts right off, and it seemed to spark the offense a little bit.
Yeah, Sorkin, Slingo, they were working hard down there, and got to give those guys a lot of credit. They were banging bodies and taking the puck around and helping me out a lot and just talking, and we worked pretty well out there for a couple shifts.
What about tonight overall? Just getting a point out of it?
I mean, we get a point, but I can't be satisfied with the point. Obviously, we came out here for 2 points, and they played well. I mean, we had our chances, and they had our chances too to put it away, and we came back pretty hard in the second and third and kind of put it to them. Just couldn't get by Rawlings. He played well, and they blocked a lot of shots and made it tough for us to get through the net.
How much more pressure does this put on you guys for tomorrow night, having just got one tonight?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we want to get the 2 points tomorrow. That's huge. It's big for the standings. It's big for the league. It's big for everything for us, really, going into these last few games here. I wouldn't say there's more pressure. I just think we've got to play with some more urgency and be more desperate out there.